What's up, Lash fam? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Today we have a really good video. I'm going to be doing a tutorial showing you guys how to do a volume set. This is like one of my most requested videos that I do. So I brought back another tutorial video for you guys, and in this set we are using our LBK lashes, of course, all LBK products. We'll tag everything in the description below so you guys can use what we are using here in this video today. I hope you guys like it. Let's jump right into it. Okay, Lash fam, I am going to start. What's good about these iPads is you can get pretty close to the lash line and it's not going to cause her eye to water or shift at all. I'm just going to tape these down. Make sure you tape down all of them so that you don't lash them at all. So she's going to stay closed now. I like to adjust these corners right here just to make sure that these outer corners aren't pushed up at all. So you just adjust that down and that'll avoid that from happening. Okay, I'm going to be using our silver boot tweezer, you guys. This tweezer is the holy grail of tweezers. It has a micro grip, which means that you can pick it up at any point in this tweezer tip. Your lash is not gonna fall out. Okay, last thing I'm gonna use before we get started is our glue mate. I am in a room that I really can't control my temperature and environment, so I'm gonna apply this to the strip of the lashes here. And what this is going to do is it's going to help with my speed of my glue to dry. It's also going to help with retention, and it's also just going to help bond the lashes really quickly. So it just goes across the base here one time, and I can apply it as much as I need to throughout the set. So if I feel like my glue isn't drying as quickly, I'll just reapply it on here. Okay, we are gonna be doing a tapered cat eye, and it is going to be a short set. I'm using D Curl 0.05. I'm gonna do 7s here in her inner corners, 7s in here, and then I'm gonna do some 9s right in here. I am going to keep all of her longest lengths here at the arch of her eyebrow, so I'm gonna section that off. Okay, so we'll do 11s here, 13, which are gonna be her longer lengths. I'm gonna put a few 14s in here, and then I'm gonna end her lash set dropping back down to 13, and then end it with 11s there. And I'm gonna do the same thing here on this eye. So 7, 9, 11. This is her longest length section, so I wanna keep her eye really open. So I'm gonna do 13s, minor 14s, and then 13 and 11. And again, this is just a guide. I might adjust where I put certain lengths, but for the most part, I'm gonna follow what I have here. And then I'm gonna be using my rose gold isolation tweezer. This tweezer has super sharp points. It's not rounded, it's very pointy, so it helps isolate the natural lashes a lot easier. All right, we're gonna jump right in. Okay, so you can see here, she has a ton of lashes and they're all different lengths, different layers, and we wanna lash 100% of her healthy lashes. You can see she has lashes that are in different growths here. So I'm gonna focus on her longer ones first before I try to lash any of her shorter ones. So I'm gonna do all her short ones, or all her long ones, and then we'll jump in and get her shorter ones. And again, guys, these are our signature 2.0 lashes, Camila. They give a really pretty finish. It'll give the eyeliner effect, but then it'll be super like wispy almost. Another thing people ask me is if I how do I decide how big of a fan I'm gonna do? I always look at the natural lash, and she has super healthy lashes and they're really thick. So I don't have to worry about doing, you know, smaller fans. I can do my maximum that I would make with a 0.05. And so that's just kind of how I just kind of eyeball it on how big of a fan I'm gonna make depending on her natural lashes. And if I come to lashes that are a little shorter or maybe a little thinner, then I'll just adjust my fan to the health of that natural lash, or whatever phase that natural lash is in. People always ask how to get that eyeliner look, and it's all about your bases, guys. If you have super long stem, you're not gonna get that eyeliner look. You want the darkness of your bases to all line up and be exactly the same, and that's how that eyeliner look forms. Make sure you have short stem bases if you want that eyeliner look. Another thing that's really important is you wanna make sure that you're isolating before you dip into your adhesive If you don't do that, you're not gonna have good retention. Your lash might not even apply to the natural lash. So especially if you're using a fast drying adhesive like I am, isolation always has to happen first. And you can see, guys, I get as close to her lash line as possible. We don't touch it, but we're right above it. That's another thing that's a really key point when when you're looking at your final set. If it looks like your bases are all over the place, you want to be as close to the lash line as possible. We always say like 1 millimeter. You never want your client leaving looking like they already need a fill. I'm hand making all my fans over here on the side. You guys can't see it, but I'm pinching. I like to pinch my bases. You guys, even though these are easy fan lashes, you can still get your bases super, super narrow. So that's what I'm doing. And I like to take that extra step with the pinch just to assure that my bases are as narrow as possible. And that will just guarantee better retention on your client as well. You don't want any square bases at all. Also, guys, make sure you use enough glue if you want these lashes to last on your clients. You gotta make sure you're getting enough adhesive on your fans. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over and do some 13s and 14s. And you guys, I want to keep her 13s in this section because we're doing a tapered cat eye, which basically just means that we're keeping her longest lengths at her arch of her eyebrow, which is the highest point. If you guys struggle with lash mapping, I highly recommend taking our styling and mapping course. It's a seminar. It's pre-recorded. It's on our website. We'll link it down below so you guys can check it out. But I basically go over how to properly lash map, how to make sure you guys are using the right lengths and curls and styles on each client, because every client is different. I break that down for you guys. It's a lot of good information in that course, our seminar. I also like to use my pinky, you guys, to help me isolate. You want to use all your tools to your advantage. So your hand, your fingers, your tweezers, if you have them, in a position to help you isolate. Use everything, because isolation is probably the hardest part of lashing, especially if you're a new lash artist. So you want to use everything to your advantage. You guys can also see that I'm dropping most of these on top, but if I ever feel like I need to go underneath the natural lash, I will. I just, again, I've said this in so many videos, but I do it just depending on what is easiest. So sometimes that's on top, sometimes that's underneath. So the majority of her eye is going to be this 11. I want to pull them as far to her arch as possible. This is going to give that like smooth kind of transition. It's going to keep most of her eye pretty short, which is what we want, because we want it to still have that cat eye look, but not too dramatic. You guys can see how well the lashes stick to the natural lash. That glue mate is helping me tremendously. Without it, I would be struggling a lot because of my room. So when I notice that it's not attaching as quickly, then I'm gonna go ahead and just get more glue mate, because glue mate is a lifesaver sometimes. video. I hope you guys learned something new. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up. Head over to our Instagram account, guys, and follow us for updates on everything LBK. If you guys would like to try any of the products used in this video, we will tag everything down below so you guys can try it out and use code KINS for 10% off your first purchase with us. Thank you so much for watching, and we will be back with more videos soon.